There's a rhythm to everything in the world, a cadence to life, and it's one of change. New movements begin, tempos shift, harmonies develop. And if you want to stay on beat, you have to be willing to break out of old patterns and embrace new ones. This would make most people uncomfortable, but not here. Not in a place that recognizes change for what it is, an invitation for growth, transformation, and reinvention. Welcome to Mexico, a country rooted in tradition, yet unafraid to adapt, evolve, and find new ways to thrive in an ever-changing world, all while staying true to an identity undeniably its own. Here we'll discover firsthand how technology and tradition combine to form cloud cultures. Change. It's something every business leader should be prepared for, and more importantly, comfortable with. It's inevitable, and resisting it is a surefire way to get left behind. So how do we set ourselves up for success in a time ruled by change? We take notes from a country defined by it. From the ancient Aztecs to present day, Mexico has woven influences from diverse cultures and civilizations to shape a unique, energetic national identity that is truly its own. Today, a wave of ambitious and tech-savvy companies are seizing the moment to reinvent themselves and capitalize on a digital investment boom. To better understand how companies in Mexico are mastering the art of reinvention, I brought in an expert, Mariana Sanz, the CEO of Latin America and the general manager of Mexico for Edelman, a global public relations firm. Well, thank you, Mariana, so much for having me. This is so exciting to be here.
We're happy to have you in Mexico, Corey.
So tell me a little bit about where we are.
We are at Parque Quetzalcoatl. It was built 25 years ago, and it was an ecological reserve. And now it's mostly used to connect with nature and enjoy this wonderful architecture.
This is just breathtaking, this architecture and all the colors.
It reflects a lot of the colorfulness, the organic figures and shapes, so it's a little bit of the past and looking forward.
Cactus.
Oh, look.
Oh, that's a monarch.
Yep.
So the monarch butterflies migrate through, huh?
Yes, all the way from Canada, and they stay for a few months here in Estado de Mexico, very near to where we are.
Very cool. So tell me a little bit about yourself. I understand you spent some time working in the Mexican Ministry of Finance, and you worked in the Mexican Embassy in Washington, D.C.
Well, I went to the U.S. to study, and then I stayed for a few years. I worked there, as you said, and then I wanted to come back to Mexico. I missed Mexico, and I've been working in communications ever since.
You know, how do you think about the impact that's having on just shrinking the world, making it all feel a little bit smaller?
Ever changing. Yeah. Every single day, we need to keep learning and to keep understanding these new technologies that make our lives easier.
I love how you came back home to come back to your culture that you grew up with, but then you use technology to be able to bring that culture to the world.
Absolutely. It allows us to be citizens of the world.
Well, let's go see more of this.
Sure, there's lots of things to see.
Mariana, I wish that we could stay here for my entire visit, but I'm also excited to go meet with some more folks and learn more about the culture and the impact the culture's having on the rest of the world. And to that point, I think you're going to meet with CEMEX, is that correct?
Yes. CEMEX is a Mexican powerhouse in the building construction sector, and they've gone global. So I'm going to ask a lot about how their Mexican heritage also helped with the technology to actually build the future.
That's great. I am excited to meet with Grupo Bimbo, so I will mostly be eating there and also talking about the impact that has. I mean, they do baked goods around the world. And then I'm also meeting with Libertad Soluciones and talking with them about how they're serving the underserved. I'm very excited. With that, we should probably get going.
Sure, let's go. All right. Vámonos.
Adios. With Mariana heading to the heart of Mexico City, I'm off to its most magical borough, Xochimilco. This place is a feast for the senses. It's vibrant, it's colorful, and most importantly, it's filled with evidence of Mexico's incredible change. Look beneath the surface, and you'll see the handiwork of one of the country's oldest civilizations. Meeting me here today is Jose Ricardo Marina, the CEO of Libertad Soluciones de Vida, a company bringing a new point of view to an industry almost as old as time itself.
Welcome to Mexico.
Thank you, thank you. Tell me a little bit about this place. It's really magical.
Yeah, it has a lot of history. This is how you picture Mexico City. This is like 1,000 years ago.
Really?
Mexico City was founded over lakes.
Yeah.
So a lot of Mexico City was just like this. This is Xochimilco Lake. And Xochimilco is like a very big artificial set of canals and canal system.
That's some really interesting history. So what do we have here? These are...
This is Michelada.
These are non-alcoholic, right?
Yes, of course. Very famous drink here.
Oh, okay.
Very folklore.
Salud, right? Or cheers, yeah.
Salud.
Salud. Oh, that is...
You like it?
I do like it. It's a little bit of a kick.
Yes.
A little bit of a kick there. So tell me a little bit about Libertad Soluciones.
We have 63 years of existing. This started as a union or a caja. By now, we are a SOFIPO. SOFIPO means Sociedad Financiera Popular. It's
a new word for me.
Financial institution that aims for people. We're accomplishing quality financial services that banks are not, because they have structured business with a lot of wealthy customers. We aim to the people that don't have those kind of privileges. Our goal is to help people do their dreams. That's why it's Libertad Soluciones de Vida, life solutions.
So you've been able to reinvent your company in a pretty outstanding way. Tell me a little bit how technology has helped in that.
Like 6 years ago, you had a lot of legacy systems. You had mindset of retail. I think one of the biggest milestones or goals that we started to work was the digital transformation mindset. It's not only about the tools or the services.
Right.
It's a lot about people. There's 45 million Mexicans that don't have these services, and in order to help those Mexicans, we have to deliver new quality service through the technology. With technology, we have payments services. We're also doing cross-border transactions with remittances. We do an insurance service, but it's like low-cost service.
With the ability to deliver these services to so many more people, tell me what that means for financial inclusion for you.
As a matter of fact, financial inclusion is our strategic goal. Technology is a very good ally. The solutions that we're building in Libertad helps new entrepreneurs, young Mexicans who have opportunity to reinvent themselves.
And so you empower, you enable innovation from a person to person.
We believe in Libertad that we are personas ayudando personas.
People helping people.
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah. and that's our main belief. Salud.
Salud, sir.
Thank you.
That really just sticks on the lips, doesn't it?
In the same way the canals of Xochimilco connected pre-colonial settlements with the Valley of Mexico, Libertad Soluciones de Vida is connecting underserved parts of the country with access to modern financial services. Meanwhile, Mariana has arrived at Templo Mayor, one of the most architecturally significant sites in Mexico, to meet with Cemex, a company embracing innovation to construct a legacy that stands the test of time.
Thank you for being here, Fausto. So can you share with me, how does it feel to be part of a company that was born in Mexico and become a powerhouse globally?
I feel very proud to work and collaborate with this company because, as you mentioned, this company started in Mexico and grow all the way to get a multinational company. No? After water, ready-mix concrete is the material most used worldwide. A pillar on the evolution and the development of cities, and country. We produce and commercialize cement, ready-mix concrete, aggregates, and urbanization solutions. We have a multinational workforce, which is constantly delivering superior customer experiences to our customers using digital technologies.
How is cloud and cloud technologies helping you innovate?
A couple of years ago, we launched a program that we call Cloud Transformation. The main objective for that program is to increase the customer experience, increasing the number of digital capabilities that we offer to our customers in every interaction, giving us the level of flexibility and the innovation that we are trying to reach as a company.
And how is the culture here in this vibrant country defining innovation for CEMEX?
So I think as a country, we try to always see and integrate ideas and ways of work, or the more sophisticated or the more progressive, no? And that I see CEMEX has been constantly embedding all these things, working together as a single company. Whenever we innovate, this simplifies how can we scale this up in a very fast manner to the rest of the countries and regions. And I think that's a big difference against our competitors, because we are normally faster than everybody else in the industry.
Impressive. In Mexico, we keep reinventing ourselves. Technology, the cloud, AI is a central part of this for CEMEX. But how do you foresee that will change your work?
We are big believers in innovation and the uses of new technologies. We recently started enabling new technologies such as traditional AI and more recently generative AI, which wouldn't be possible without being under this strategy of cloud services.
So I think that we're all proud of the heritage that we see here, and I'm sure that the new generations are going to be super proud of everything that CEMEX is helping to build around Mexico. Thank you so much.
Thank you for the invitation. It was a pleasure.
In an industry built on traditional approaches, CEMEX is able to stand out by piloting innovation in small, agile batches before scaling across the organization, validating change while mitigating its associated risks. Turn the corner on any street in Mexico City, and you're likely to be greeted by the aroma of something irresistible: tacos al pastor, empanadas, or my personal favorite, churros. It's not just my sweet tooth that's brought me to Grupo Bimbo.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
It's the unique way they're reinventing themselves,
Oh my gosh,
and how
look at
that's
this.
protecting both their supply
There it
chain
is.
and the planet.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
What am I looking at? This is crazy. Look at all this.
Just imagine, 1945, we just started with a handful of products. Now, 70 years plus later, more than 100 brands all over the world, 9,000 products.
Oh my gosh. And do you have a favorite?
Yeah, of course, these guys over there, Cinnamon Roll.
Can
Yeah,
we?
sure.
Okay. Would you like to?
Yes, please. Wow.
That's a nice sized piece there. That's.
Oh, this is just fantastic.
Oh, that smells.
So why don't we go out and
Ready.
continue
I'd
chatting
love
outside?
to. Absolutely. Let's go. Well, I know Grupo Bimbo has a long history of innovation, going all the way back to 1948. I think one of the first bakeries to ship with bread wrapped in cellophane, what I would say is the best thing that happened to bread since sliced bread. But tell me a little bit about the innovation culture here.
Well, it's really in our DNA, and that's one of the, best things that happened to me when joining the company, because as an associate, you can actually imagine, decide, create, and they will always listen. That sort of founder's mentality has been there until today.
I'm so awestruck by the impact that you have on the world, and it's even in sort of the motto to nourish the world. What does that mean to you?
Well, let me share some things of our philosophy first.
Yes.
So it's being sustainable, highly productive, and deeply humane company. We are baking things for you, improving our nutritional guidelines. We are baking for nature, using renewable energy, and working in our entire value chain, but also we are baking for life. So baking for the communities in 34 countries where we have presence.
How does technology help you achieve those goals and deliver on the innovation that you're so well known for?
Well, technology is a critical aspect at all levels of the company. We are improving our technology stack in software as a service, platform as a service, infrastructure as a service, to provide visibility around our value chain, but also standardizing data, which now that we have all this traceability, visibility, and standard data at a global scale, let's start enabling our business units all over the world to start changing the way we work with data. And now with artificial intelligence, having a cognitive Grupo Bimbo is becoming something more tangible that we are starting to experiment as we speak.
So going through all of that innovation, leveraging technology, it had to have an impact on the people.
No, that was actually a big part of the success. In the past, we were called information technology, IT, or systems, and now we changed our name to business technology just to reflect that cultural change about the technology team thinking about transforming, growing the business. And then, of course, some things more generic like not penalizing failure. If you don't allow failure as your company culture, innovating is really hard.
Obviously, you serve many, many countries today, but it all started with a single bakery in Mexico City. Tell me a little bit about your experiences and then your experience with the family on what it's meant to grow from this such a small start in Mexico.
Imagine being in Mexico in 1945. It was just a small place, and they had a clear vision where they wanna take it. And at the beginning, everything was done by them. They started that way, and in 70 plus years, they became the biggest bakery in the world. Sometimes you need to overcome the struggles that you will find in order to grow. That sentiment, that fighting spirit, I think was fundamental to get us where we are. That founder's mentality, that fire continues to be in our DNA.
That's impressive.
Data plays a crucial role in helping Grupo Bimbo identify new opportunities. But what's contributed even more significantly to their success has been the shared spirit of entrepreneurship they've cultivated among their employees. In Mexico, no meal is complete without enjoying the sobremesa that follows. This is when things get interesting. Conversation flows and business deals are often closed. Here at Chef Jair Tellez's restaurant, Amaya, Mariana and I are catching up for both a meal and sobremesa as well.
I'm very excited to try some things here. But before we dig in here, tell me a little bit about your meeting with Cemex.
It was a very interesting meeting. He talked a lot about how they're really reinventing their building products using their long heritage, but also AI and the cloud to keep being at the forefront of their industry.
That's amazing. So, a very old industry reinventing themselves.
Yeah, all the time, all the time.
Look at this.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
So, provecho.
What does that mean?
It's bon appetit.
Okay,
in Mexico.
All right,
Yeah.
let's take
So
a bite
let's
here.
enjoy.
Let's see how it is. Yeah, this looks great.
So, how did your meetings go?
The meetings went great. The first meeting was with Ricardo from Libertad Soluciones de Vida. He talked about how they empower millions of Mexicans to be able to get a financial inclusiveness, to be able to get access to things that previously were not possible by bringing the bank to them using technology innovation. Very moving. And then I also got the chance to meet with Grupo Bimbo, who was just amazing to hear the story of how they're constantly innovating in new ways. It's just really amazing.
Nice. Talking about connection and the beauty of the food and everything in Mexico, have you had the chance to be in Teotihuacan to see the pyramids?
I have not, no. Is it nice?
Oh, it's beautiful. And you can do a hot air balloon.
I did not know that was an option.
Oh, it is.
Change isn't just inevitable, it's natural and it's healthy. And as we've learned from the cloud culture here in Mexico, it brings with it plenty of opportunity. Change doesn't have to happen all at once. By making it a gradual process, we can find what works best for us. It's only by challenging old ideas that we're able to create new ones. And by embracing change and reinvention, Mexico is shaping a future as lively and rich as the history behind it. Now that I've had my fill of both delicious food and invaluable knowledge, I'm setting my sights further east, to a relatively new country that's learning how to bridge divides across cultures, classes, and an actual sea. See you in Malaysia.